Well, I didn't have any revelations. I did think, though, that it's still the widow's woe that is making me think it's the least correct. The other ones fit too perfectly or have been confirmed. Unpleasant scent, dainty dark flowers, long thin leaves. The worrying thing is whether I've incorrectly identified something as official, just, got a bit mixed up. I'm not seeing any particularly dark flowers, but maybe it looks dark on their screen. Like these flowers could be seen as dark, but it looks like that's Weeping Bell with the frilly leaves, I remember. Yes, I do remember some things. This guy, Caldery, not long thin flowers. The descriptions don't lie, sometimes the pictures do. Storian is berries. Yeah, red fruits. What if I don't have it? Why would I not have it? I feel like Verona is triggered to come in and say that when I have them. There's nothing else. There are no other hints available to us. This isn't very thrilling, is it? I thought the problem was going to be that card that we had to look up a hint for. Now we're just stuck staring at the screen. Not cool. Do you think... No, Solomon's Scepter smells nice, doesn't it? Alluring. Okay. Harlequin blue. Light airy scent. I'm really reaching at this point. Cabalia? Sweet scent. Doesn't fit. Dranthium. And Dranthium's very specific. Sharp-edged leaves. Oh, it would just suck so much for me to have to look up the very last thing, you know? These are bright flowers. And I remember using that one and someone being like, yeah, you got the right one. Oh, I'm incensed. Oh, God, no. I might have to... Oh, I'll try the hint. Try the hint. Now's the time. I need to look back through my letters. I'm sure I remember seeing something that could lead me to a new map location. Right, we just don't fucking have it. If it is that one. Back through my letters. Like the archive? Would it allow things to go into the archive that would make me pretty mad. Don't put things in an archive if I'm not done. A new map location. It says letters. These are my letters. But then letters that we've used go into archive, but I put them in there. Well, it's not a fungus. This is just describing how to use the disc. Okay. Settle in. Read our letters. Okay, we're going enter beginning. Woken Dendry loyal to the sun, blah blah blah. Hundreds of years ago, ritual importance. That's where. Yeah, that's just telling us about the ritual. Long Meg, done. Maybe if it doesn't have a tick. Okay, I'm going to get them out if they don't have a tick. That one's got a tick, tick, tick. And I'm just saying tick a lot, which isn't cool. Tick, 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 tick. It's weird what they consider to be letters, so... Alright, we've got something here from the cultists, the Seeds of Redemption. That's what they're called, I haven't called them that. Oh, that. Baylock's Elixir. If they've got a tick, I shouldn't have... That will bug me in a game design sort of way. You shouldn't tick them off if I'm not done. Maybe it doesn't and I'm just getting mad because I'm annoyed that I've not... This doesn't have a tick, but we did it. Alright. This doesn't have a tick. It's the Seeds of Redemption. We were supposed to leave a St. John's poppy flower outside Sadgill Church before Friday. Don't ignore us. We didn't, and then they just came and went, you didn't do the thing. We hate you. And this one, follow the Duddon tributary to its source. Doesn't have a tick, but I'm sure we did it. Let's try again. Duddon it is. Duddon tributary. Duddon tributary. I've got an hour to figure this out. Good content. Duddon. So, River Duddon, the source is here. Nothing here. Doing well. Unless they don't know what source means and they think it's down the bottom. That'll be here. Why isn't it ticked off? I distinctly remember going there. Do we read all the letters? It's not that one. It can't be. Okay, mushrooms, no. Sadgill Chalice has a tick. We would have found that one really easily. Long Meg was for Golden Light. Wandering Boo, got that one. This isn't helping me. It's not ticked. Duddon Tributary. I mean, would that still be the River Duddon? Hang on, let's have another look. A tributary is a smaller offshoot of a river. Are we being that specific? We could try it. That's all I've got. Alright, River Duddon, tributary, source. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is, growing in abundance. Tributary. Damn. It's going to be it, isn't it? Dark, dainty flowers growing out of a bed of long leaves. Fuck. So what I did, that's curious, because I went to the source of the River Duddon and I found something. Otherwise I would never have put it in my archive. Trixie. Alright, panic over. Now it's got a tick. Put it in the archive. Ooh, what could this plant be? A somewhat damp smell. Dark red flowers. It's rather lovely. It's like, imagine the flowers from a bluebell if they were kind of dark red with a little yellow interior. So that's Widow's Woe. I wonder what the other one is. take the label off this one. At least we get to listen to this lovely music. Now I'm going to look for what this might be, even though we're ready to go. No, no, I don't want to go when you tell me to. Because if we've constantly had it as, yeah, this is almost definitely Widow's Woe, we wouldn't have considered it for, oh, that's the dog coming back, for anything else. What about Haveridge? Pretty blue flowers line the stems of the... No, because it's the same in the drawing. It's not Haveridge. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up... Oh, that's a yellow. Leal of Neptune was the one with like sparse petals. It's not that. Cannibal got... Brittle got... Brittle, sorry. Historian got... What was Thume again? Pronounced tomb. Sorry. Used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. This one just says, doesn't it say? Yeah, dark purple flowers. That's all it says. So it's not fragrant. I guess we don't know. Must been rebellious. I'm not going to do it just because I'm ready. Alright. Here we go then. Pack everything up. We might not be back. We want it to be tidy for whoever, if we don't make it. Alright. Widow's Woe. Here we go. Well done. I will take it from here. Continue. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. Reuben Ward enters stage left. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. Okay, we've actually got a picture of it now. It's incredibly tall, tall as pine trees. Very skinny. I mean, generally a humanoid figure, but incredibly skinny, and it's like maybe 3 or 4 fingers. That was air quotes. That were very, very long, almost like some kind of thorns, long thorns. There's almost a skull-like head. A huge mouth with razor-sharp teeth, and almost like antlers across its back and neck. It's pretty creepy. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Thea Ward. It's his daughter. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... I'm not going to shout. She then screams. The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. We gave her a plant of protection, I'm pretty sure. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smoulders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have ploughed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, of course, with hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The Sleeping Dendru. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story with dusty shelves. The end. Ending 2. Elderfinium. I don't know what that means. Alright, we've got Elderfinium waving for us. So it seems like there's more than one ending. I had no idea. I don't understand. I mean, there were options. Of course we had options, like what if we joined the cultists? Oh, and everybody's got status. All of the people in the bios have statuses for where they've ended up, and that's so cool. For some reason I just thought, this is what we've got to do. Reuben Ward, the investigator, alive, attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green, the occult scholar, alive. She regularly visits you for advice. You have become firm friends. Bethany Coleman, the sister, deceased, killed by the servant. Faye Swift, the psychic, alive. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. Ennis Aylford, the cultist, in hiding. Has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumours he is living in Rydell Cave once again. Forest Bear, the hunter, wounded. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Thea Ward, the woman in the jade mask, in hiding. They've taken off her hood and her mask, and she just looks kind of regular. Ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. Isidore Burbage, the barrister, alive, currently pursuing legal action against strange horticulture for no apparent reason. So yeah, we could have poisoned him, but just made him ill, not poisoned him. Yeah, I mean, there were a bunch of choices we made. We helped the hunter, we helped the barrister, we helped the psychic. We boosted her powers instead of suppressing them. The lawful part of me is like, shouldn't Thea really be in prison? I mean, yes, she feels bad about it, but She chose to murder that Arda. She did that with poison in order to summon the Woken Dendru. And she's not saying why she wanted the Woken Dendru in the first place, but... And the Shepherd Boy killed him as in the ritual. She should be in prison. I'm not okay with it. But old times. Credits. A game by Rob and John Donkin. We'll let the credits roll. I can't imagine they'll be very long. It's two brothers made this game. Yeah, so we could get different endings. I guess I kind of thought, yeah, well, we've made choices. I didn't think they would have massive consequences to the point of having a different ending. But that's good to know. That encourages me to play it again. And we had plants. I mean, would we have identified and found different plants depending on who we sided with? Maybe, like, if we joined the cultists, they would know where certain plants were, and that would make it different what we ended up with. And that's why we had some left over, because we couldn't get those hints without making different decisions. I'm glad. It's a really cozy / eerie game, but there was a feeling like, oh, I've played it now, I know all the beats. And yeah, we know who the ultimate villain was at the end, but we had kind of guessed. So it's more just, oh, I wonder what the different outcomes would be, which is fine. That will bring me back to it because it has such a nice atmosphere.